Welcome everybody to the Tier List Friday show, together with Flame and Marcelian. And today, after how many years?
Dude, it's been like 27 years. And I've had 3 kids since then, but we are doing healers in Mythic Plus. Finally, I know you guys have been asking, and we are going to check exactly how the meta is shaping up in the top tier. And let me tell you just off the bat, it's looking pretty good. And we are going to be looking at like the top players and what they're doing in those keys, man.
Yeah, top keys, top players. We're looking at the creme de la creme, and it's obvious that all of these specs can do really high keys. It's been really hard to rank them up. You're gonna see how it goes. But before that, you want to see how gaming goes, you want to check out our game-based channel. I mean, listen, if you're interested in different types of content in gaming-wise, well, mostly League of Legends in the last couple of months, because we play that shit. But there's also other cool stuff over there. Check the game-based channel. It's our gaming channel in general.
Variety stuff.
Variety, diversity, complexity. Words.
It's a lot of things. It's a new channel if you like different types of games, and especially League of Legends. As of late, you can check it out. Leave a like, a subscriber. You know how it is. It's a new channel that wants to grow up. It's to become its own little thing and go to college. You know.
Check the link in the description after you watch the video. And now let's get into it. Starting it off as usual with Discipline Priest. And when I saw this, I was like, man, okay, Discipline Priest used to be like really good. It's still very good. But people kind of chose Holy over it this time.
I think Holy is like literally better.
It's dominant. It's dominant. But does that mean Discipline Priest is bad this patch for M+?
I was surprised to find out that it's not that bad. I was looking to find it like really low in the rankings, and we are looking at, let's say, the top people that cleared keys, and obviously from like 3,800 Ryo score to 3,700 Ryo score. It's a big leap because there's like a key difference. But however, Discipline Priest is doing particularly good, and it does have like, you know, it's the absorb heal, is the damage reduction heal. It brings tools that Holy doesn't, and with all of that, Discipline is still a solid A tier. Yeah, it's definitely in A tier, and yeah, you can have the argument that it may struggle with spot healing. However, Shadowlands is still, I think, the biggest single target heal. Well, at least it was at one point.
I don't know if it's still true, but yeah, I mean, we know the struggle of Discipline Priest and Mythic Keys. Okay, and this is and then compare that to the power Holy Priests have right now. It's not an S tier spec anymore, but A is still very respectable. Now, moving along to a former king who is still a king, I would say.
This is, again, another surprise. I thought the meta of Holy Paladin has dropped down, but it is still strong.
Not
and
really.
I think the top healer...
Oh, D tier, okay.
The #1 healer, pretty much. The #1 healer in the game right now has the most amount of... has cleared the highest amount of keys, has the biggest score out of everybody, which, you know, if it's bigger, it's better. That's what
they told him, but you know,
said.
It's about the motion and the lotion, and Holy Paladin is in the S tier department as we were expecting it. However, as opposed to last patch, we don't see a lot of vent here.
I don't think we see any vent here at all. It's all
about that necro, baby.
All necro.
It's all about that
Vanquisher's Hammer, all that good stuff. Holy is doing surprisingly well right now.
I mean, it's Holy Paladin, one of the best healers to be able to heal, to do spot healing, to do damage as well. Not to mention all of the utility a Holy Paladin brings in onto the team. So there's no surprise here. I was just maybe a little bit worried about, you know, the changes, not the changes necessarily, but the bump up and the buffs to other healers that are going to be in this category. Regardless, Holy Paladins are still top of the top.
Very good.
Moving along to their, I would say, brothers in holy terms, Holy Priest, which I thought honestly would be like #1 across the board.
I thought so too. Well, that's the thing. Basically, the highest of keys right now are cleared by the majority of them are cleared by Holy Paladin. The second in line is Holy Priest. So Holy Priest is a second contender for the S tier. It's really hard to separate them from each other. Where really Holy Paladin would bring like a lot of damage reduction utility kits, Holy Priest brings in raw throughput, and god damn it, the damage, man.
Yeah, man, when they pop can do in that boon, damage, man. Dude. Are they playing Boon of the Ascendant? Still a lot of Kyrian?
So as far as I know, yeah.
From the Luxury, so yeah, there used to be a time I would talk about, you know, Discipline dealing the most amount of damage in keys or whatever, but Holy, I think this slowly creeping up from season to season just got even better and better in terms of the damage.
The interesting part of it was that throughout the entire expansion, if I'm not mistaken, Holy Priest always did more damage than Discipline. It's just that Discipline also used that damage for healing throughput,
exactly.
while Holy Priest just didn't. Yeah. But now it's just stupid. I think Holy Priest, I haven't seen a healer do more damage than a Holy Priest so far.
So there you go. There you go. Top damage, Holy Priest.
Resto Shaman can give it a run for his money, but you know.
Yeah, we'll get to Resto Shaman, but let's now talk about the Mistweaver Monks, who have seen, I think, in 9.1.5 and even 9.9.2, a couple of buffs, and still, I mean, they're still very good. Let's just point it out here. I think the lowest key on the Mistweaver, what was it? 20?
The highest key they've cleared, they're consistently in the 26 range. 26. But I think the number one Mistweaver has cleared a 27 at the time of recording this video. Yeah. Obviously, this week, the affixes that we have this week haven't yet actually gone into people clearing keys because it's just pretty early as we're recording this. Yeah. But likely by the end of the week, Mistweavers, let's say, they will probably clear more 27s. So I mean, it's very close. It's very close, but it's a smidge below Discipline. So I would put it into a B tier. Everybody's playing Fist Weaving, which is like the best healer build in the world.
It's lovely. It's mobile. It's fun. It's poo poo pow. It's healing all the time. It's movement everywhere. It's amazing. So yeah, but I would say like, if you look at, because when doing tier lists for healers, it's always this, especially high keys, there's always this damage component, and we know like Discipline and Mistweavers, you know, they kind of like have this baked into them to be able to heal and whatever, but when it comes to like differentiate, I think that even like 2% more damage from a Holy Paladin or a Holy Priest can make the difference in a 27 key.
Oh right? Yeah, it really matters.
This is, I mean, but personally,
Mistweaver brings like a lot of tools, like a lot of dispels that other healers don't have.
For sure, yes.
A Ring of Peace is really good if you're running a meta that doesn't have a Windwalker Monk or a Brewmaster Monk. You have the physical damage debuff, which is again really good.
Mystic
so there are things, there are holes Mistweaver can fill with its fist. Oh, all right, let's go on.
Yeah, okay. Let's move along to the Restoration Druid. We have the Restoration Brothers here on the last spot to be ranked, and Restoration Druid obviously has seen some worse days in Mythic Plus seasons in Shadowlands. Not anymore.
It's been pretty.
I remember last season
below average, let's say, because it's good, but it's been below average the entire expansion. This is actually the spec that I thought I was gonna see in number one, Restoration Druid, because there's a lot more Resto Druids clearing high keys than I thought. Yeah. And I mean, you're not probably gonna see Balance or Feral in keys anymore at the very high end, like when you're getting closer to the 30 range. 30 key range.
Mostly Guardians there over there,
If you ever need a Druid, it's definitely going to be a Resto Druid. So Resto Druid is very high up there. It's very close to Holy Priest.
This is another healer that got buffed during the 9.1.5 and 9.2, and it was kind of like expected to see them over there. I mean, I think we talked about Resto Druids in the past. It's just the numbers weren't there in season 1 and season 2. Now the numbers are there, and I feel like Resto Druids are one of the most prominent contain one of the most prominent healing kits for Mythic Plus dungeons, especially during like specific affixes. Those prep hots, just maintaining your team over and over, and being able to prepare for you know, big incoming damage, and having that space to either, you know, do your utility stuff or contribute to damage. That's a huge part of Resto Druids.
And I mean, Necro is the name of the game. Ever since with the double legendary, I've seen more and more Resto Druids playing the adaptive swarm. And just a lot of hots, and
Necro is the name of the game for Resto and Holy Paladin. So I guess you know, times sometimes change. Okay, I still love playing Convoke on my Resto Druid. So
it's my favorite Druid today. Are you kidding?
Okay, now last on the list is the Restoration Shamans.
Again, a very high contending spec.
Very potent.
I would actually think that statistically, this could be the second best spec in the game.
Are you biased right now?
No. Well, the thing is, I think the meta throughout this season has swapped from Prop Paladin, which was supposed to be like King, to Blood Decay right now. And
the pairing with the healer
the Resto Shaman was always really good with Prop Paladin, which is probably why we're not seeing as many Resto Shamans. However, it's still a solid S tier spec. and it's like maybe the second, if not the best healer at doing damage. When you're running that elemental, when you're running those fucking Kyrian Vesper totems bullshit that do so much damage.
Yeah, man, it's an amazing spec, and it kind of was. I mean, we're looking at the past experiences for Resto Shamans during Shadowlands. I think season 1 was a little bit iffy, but starting from season 2 and now, it kind of grew and grew and grew to the point where, yeah, when the meta was Prot Paladin, of course you're going to see a lot of Resto Shamans, but that doesn't mean
it's still
anything.
S tier.
It's still S tier.
All right,
it's
so listen, we looked into this a lot, like how our healers doing and performing right now, because we've had a lot of feedback about, you know, spreading the tier list too wide, and this is not us trying to force it the other way around to overcorrect. However, the top 4 specs in the S tier are actually very close with each other. There may be 1 or 2 key level differences, but in terms of like overall performance, overall score, while the dungeons are being cleared right now, they're very close to each other. The only reason why, let's say, Mistweaver is in B tier, not in A tier, is that there's a bit of a gap between Mistweaver and Discipline Priest, but that's kind of how it looks. All of the specs, healers included, in this expansion are very well balanced.
Yeah, it's very, very small differentiators, and this is basically what we used to make at least a little bit of space between them in terms of the ranking. Like, obviously, you're not gonna have the same number of Mistweavers clearing high keys as you would see Holy Paladins or Holy Priests, but there's no C or D tier, and as Flame mentioned, all of these healers can do amazingly well, at least starting from plus 20s. Not even going to talk about 15s and 16s.
Oh, they're all clearing like 26
they're
and higher.
Amazing in all departments. What else is amazing, Flame? Tell them.
Well, obviously, our patrons are the most amazing people who are supporting the channel and making all of this possible with their hard-earned contributions. We are definitely very grateful for you guys, and the support that you have given us is keeping us afloat, is keeping us going. And right now, when it feels like WoW is picking up a little bit of speed, we're gonna have more and more awesome times in the future with our content, and I hope you guys enjoy it, because you make all of this possible. TLFs, on cooldowns, MO Cast podcast, streams, class guides, all of that stuff.
All of that stuff. And if you ever thought about becoming a patron, check the link in the description, check the tiers, see if there's anything that sings to you. I can sing to you all day, but we'll have to make a separate video on that. And thank you for watching the video. You have a great weekend. See you very soon. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye.
I've been loving it then, I still love it now. Still, I play WoW. Still, I play WoW. Getting better every day, let me show you how. Cause still, I play WoW. Still, I play WoW. It's getting harder to stay, but at the end of the day, it's a guilty pleasure, so just log in and play. Whether it's classical retail, I'ma do a /bow. Still, I play WoW.